What is up, y'all? It's John Joffrey with Revent Builds in Austin, Texas. And as you can see, we're at the breathtaking Modern Victorian. Now, excitement is high. We just finished paint. Now we're on what's called the trim out phase. So plumbing fixtures are getting set out. We're starting landscaping. I'm just trying to keep enthusiasm because what happens in this phase is it's death by 1,000 cuts. Why don't you follow us this week as we navigate all of these issues and push toward the finish line. What's up, y'all? We're out here at the Modern Victorian looking at the most custom badass railing that we've ever done. And I have Jacob Moore with Moore Fabrication. You've heard of Jacob's Ladder. This is Jacob's railing. So basically what we did is we had our architect just come up with this design. This is completely custom. There's no prefab pieces of this. We gave him dimensions, we send it to him, and he makes the magic happen. So Jacob, why don't you just tell us a bit of your process, like what are these pieces comprised of? How do you guys do it? Give us the lay of the land.
Yeah, so once we nail down a design, we develop a jig to create all these ornamental pieces.
All right, hold up. What is a jig though?
A jig is basically the negative of this layout. So we fabricate a piece that is this exact shape with a piece of pipe on a piece of plate. So then when we're making these, we're heating them with a rosebud torch, which is just a fancy word for a really big flame. And we're heating this round stock all the way and working it around that pipe. And we'll probably show you that in another clip at the shop. We can show you how we do that.
So that's essentially, a jig is a mold.
A jig is a mold, right. So if you have something like this where you're wanting to repeat it 100 times and you want consistency, you make a jig, so then even if it's off a little bit, they're all exactly the same.
Nice,
right?
nice.
So you have that continuity that you need for this to look right, because if you have one ornamental piece that looks a little different on the next one, a little different on the next, it just completely takes away from the point of the design. So the crispness and the cleanness all depends on that continuous look. Right?
Yes.
So we individually made all of these and made an attachment and blended everything to make it look like one formed piece.
This is all one piece.
Yes.
And you just tacked on this round tube
Correct.
here.
We did a full pin weld around and we blended it so that it appears to look like it's all one extruded piece.
Yes.
Which I think just makes it look
No,
that
I think
much
you
cleaner.
guys nailed it. And just so you know, guys, this is only primed right now. We're kind of showing you the process. This is all going to get painted black. It's going to look flawless when it's done.
Right. But there's another element on this rail that's unlike any other than the actual profile of the pieces, is the curvature of this, and you can see like it's a weird thing to do, right? So when we come out here to make this kind of curve, we actually bring out pieces of plywood and we lay them down on top and we trace the curve so that we can remake it at the shop. And that's the only reason we're able to prefabricate this whole section and have it go in accurately and just fit perfectly.
Yeah, because that just boggles my mind. So actually, that's really cool because it's kind of similar to how our guys template countertops. Yeah. So like, because I was like, what kind of geometry are y'all doing to make this work?
Let's dig back into middle school
I'm just like, oh my God, that seems impossible. But now with this template, then you know exactly our radius.
Like, we started it on a perfect radius and quickly realized it's not a perfect radius. So we had to just gradually roll it through the roller, check it on the template, roll it through the roller, check it on the template, until we got to this perfect shape.
So tell me a little, I mean, even your guys that were on site, like, they're all putting this in with a smile on it. It seems like they're all pumped about this. Like, how do y'all feel when you're presented with like a new challenge and a new project? Like, how does that go down?
That's what keeps us hungry, honestly.
Yeah.
And the type of fabricators I get working with me, they're not pessimistic type of guys where they see something like this and they're just like, oh, we can't do this. They look at it like a challenge where they're excited to figure it out. And we all work together as a team, which that to me is the funnest part about it, is working together as a team to come up with a common solution, because who doesn't love a good teamwork, you know, camaraderie thing to come to a goal. And then when it turns out perfectly, we're all high-fiving.
Yeah, you're like dude, he's like sending me pictures. I'm like, fucking hell, dude, that looks sick.
And like, I couldn't even wait to send you pictures because I was so excited, because it did just turn out absolutely perfect how we wanted it.
By the way, this is Misael, our landscaper. He does welding, they do pavers, they do sprinklers, they do everything. Grading. This is a good guy right here. MGM Lawn Care. Look him up, but actually he's too busy. Never mind, take that out. So this is really important. What we're doing, we have what's called a 5-foot setback off of our house. So our forms were set exactly 5 feet to our property line. So what we do that's the concrete form. So now I'm measuring from the concrete 5 feet. So what I have here on my phone is our full plan set. In Austin, they're very particular about trees. I've gone into this in detail about my other videos, but even fence posts cannot be in what's called the critical root zone, which basically, if you take the diameter of the tree in feet, you make that big of a circle. So you just do that number times 0.25, and that's how you know how far away you need to be. So this tree, it says it is a 21-inch tree around. 21 times 0.25, that equals 5.25 feet. 5'4". 5'4". Yes. So here's what we have to do. We set our post 5 feet 4. Here, step on it right there so it's flat. Thank you. There it is. 64. So we set our post 5.25 feet away. And then what we're gonna do is you're just gonna bring a steel, he's gonna weld steel to the post so that we can have a frame for this part of the fence. And then basically it'll cantilever so it's not gonna touch the ground. And then we'll cut all of our fence boards like really nice contour right up to this tree. Sound good? Poncho! This guy right here, if there was like 1 million ponchos and you could build a whole city. He doesn't stop. And he's crazy. He gets really hot. So like he wears like a sweatshirt in the middle of the summer. Panchito, ¿qué pasa? Panchito es mi amor.
Hey, mucho trabajo, no dinero.
No, mucho trabajo, poquito dinero, right? But look, you want to know why? No. All your dinero goes to Misael, man.
Yeah, I wish.
Leo, he's probably the hardest worker I've ever seen in my freaking life. Has a smile on his face every day, just busts his ass. All these guys, man. Again, they're just an extension of our team. Misael is like one of the family, and his whole crew is just incredible guys through and through. Just to clue y'all in. So what we're doing here is that same custom beautiful profile is outside. We're gonna take this rail down here, and it's gonna come down to this solid wood tread, and it's gonna candy cane, and it's gonna curve. So we just got a few details to talk out. So we'll do the same thing. You're just gonna flush mount it with your plates like you did outside.
Right.
I'm thinking we have to line it up to where, because there's gonna be a bar here, and there's gonna be square tube here,
yes.
right?
Well, it's gonna be flat bar.
Oh, flat bar.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because this one I want to keep it more low profile because it's inside.
No, I think you're right.
I want to switch to a 1/2-inch flat bar for this frame.
Okay, cool. So this whole frame has a 1/2-inch flat bar.
Yes. And on the exterior one, you noticed we had a bottom horizontal that lived above.
Yes.
I was thinking since we already have this finish here, we could actually put it right on here.
Yes.
And then have our custom pieces terminate right into that. I think that would look the best. And then
so just measure this out. Try to get try to get as many full. Like if we could do 3 full.
Yeah. Well, and I'm gonna do it where the spacing works out, where you'll have one end here and one start here.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. I mean that's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Is that kind of detail, because we'll make it look right. Absolutely. Okay. And it might not be the exact same spacing as out there in order to achieve this, but it won't be far enough off where it looks different.
No one's gonna see that.
The ornamental pieces are going to provide enough structure for this, and it's going to have an attachment point up higher, and it's short.
Hell
so, and then I actually want to continue this down and have it come out.
Yes.
For this last one.
Right.
And I only want one right here. I only see one. Okay. Because I don't want this to have its 2 bars here and then have this start like in the center.
Yes.
That would look silly. So you want it to, just like the corner out there, how we have one here and one here. That's how it needs to look. Okay. These rungs need to match up, not centered and staggered this way.
All right,
you know
so we're
what I
gonna kind of 90 it right here.
Yes.
And then right off this 90, we'll start our curve.
Yes.
And then remember, as much as you can curve this in, I want you to curve it in as much as you can.
It's really tight, and then we're gonna get it as close as we can. Yeah. And we already actually templated this step just the same way that we templated out there. And so, yeah, we're gonna get it as tight as we can. And then just send those ornamental pieces as far out as we can get it.
Yeah, because, I mean, even if we can just get it to where it's looking back this way, like, you know, if it's not possible to really bring it in, I don't see that happening. Yeah. But, you know, if we get it to like here.
And I even thought about too, John, if you're okay with this, we can go the 1/2 and then do a 90 back.
Oh.
which could still look really nice. And it gives it the full turn that you're looking for. And I can even mock that up too.
Can you?
And if you hate it, we won't do it. If you love it, we'll do it.
I think there's like this fanciful kind of feeling of like candy cane.
I agree. It's just such a tight profile, and it's just, honestly, if this was coming out,
I'm game, because look, this has the curve, and if that's straight, that's still cool.
It could look really nice, and it'll be parallel to this, right? So it won't look out of place. And then we're gonna finish your handrails for you.
Well guys, Jacob Moore Fabrication. This guy is killing it. I love working with him. He's already on multiple of our other projects. This is gonna be a contractor that we work with forever.
Oh, this feels good, man, to have the fence up, dude. All right, so now that we have the fence up and the gates, we can actually get rid of all the temporary fencing around the pool since we're now secured. So basically, you're not allowed to have any posts in the ground. So from this steel post, they're cantilevering a metal post going this way so they can actually mount the boards, because you're not allowed by city code to put any posts anywhere in this critical root zone. So the half moon siding will still need to be stained. We're gonna come through with the painters. And you see right here in that corner where we have all those seams in the wood, we're gonna sand that down, Bondo it so it's just nice and clean. And then we have a joint all the way at the top that looks like crap. We're gonna get that all cleaned up, Bondoed, painted. So just all those little details on the exterior, but this fence is a huge part of the exterior getting completed. So landscape, finished paint, done outside.
So now this phase is kind of like an oxymoron. There's so much beauty. If you look around us, we have our countertops in, walnut paneling is in, everything is painting, everything is looking nice and tight and crisp, but it's still dirty. We have our countertops in, but we want to keep them covered because we don't want to get them damaged. We have our fixtures going in. So you see the beauty of the house coming together, but what happens is people come in, walls are getting scuffed, they're setting out fixtures, we might need to cut back into the drywall, so it kind of feels like one step forward and 2 steps back. So this is just a constant battle, and you cannot let up now, because your effort is what's going to push you across to getting this project done. We're in the butler's pantry, and we have our faucet. It's in, but it's missing the sprayer head.
What are you saying?
Hold on. All right, redo that. I got it. But as you can see, we got our beautiful faucet in. We're missing the spray nozzle. We're missing the handle. Again, it's like now we got to order another part. It's just killing me to see it like this. Why won't you just go to your home? Why would you do this to me? As you guys could remember, when I so graciously helped my team carry the tub up, we had a ding on this corner. We have this beautiful walnut. I mean, this little blemish, we have to pull this whole panel off and replace it and refinish it. But it has to be done. Okay, y'all, master bath. Get a load of this. This is literally the best master bath I've ever set foot in, and definitely the best master bath we've ever done. So we have our Arabiscato marble from Italy on our countertop. What we did is we did a 12-inch backsplash with an 1 3/4 ledge at the top, so that all of our walnut paneling, like our office downstairs, it borders all behind the vanity, but in the freestanding tub alcove, it has a place to rest on. So we did wall-mounted faucets coming out of the Arabiscato marble. Look at how well this oil rub bronze works with this walnut. And look, we got water with great pressure. That's always a concern. Now come check out our freestanding tub. Oh my God. I've been waiting to see this baby. Clawfoot oil rub bronze feet. We have this amazing freestanding tub filler. Great pressure here too, with a spray wand. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Oh, that feels good. It's so hot in here. I mean, what's more Victorian than a clawfoot freestanding tub? You tell me. All right, now flip it around. Follow me into our steam shower. Oh my God, this thing is luxurious. You can see now we have our steam registers at the bottom. So this is where the steam will come out. It'll shoot down towards the floor. Outside controller here. So when you're outside, you can start the steam shower, let it heat up. Inside controller here, so you can control it while you're in the shower. And then of course, we have our wall mounted rain heads, 2 shower wands, and a rain head over the bench. So another issue that we're bumping up against. We have these sconces on either side of the mirror. This was actually supposed to be a single sink. I made another audible, I wanted it to be double. 2 is better than 1, right? So we have our sconces offset. If this was a sink right in the middle, you just put the mirror. But now if you look, I mean, this sconce is so close to the edge of the sink. So we space this out the same way, but now if you put a mirror, you're gonna basically, you're not gonna go all the way to the edge of the sink. So we're trying to just figure out, like, how is this plate? What size is this plate? How is that mirror gonna interfere with that plate? How close can we get it up to it? Like another just little jigsaw puzzle. Again, it's just, if you focus on this crap, it's gonna boggle your mind. All right, y'all, we're finishing up the week over here at the Modern Victorian. As you can tell, this place is looking spectacular. We got our freestanding tub in. About 90% of the rest of our plumbing fixtures have been installed. We got our fence outside. Landscapers are grading. We got our custom ornate steel rail done by More Fabrication. That will be painted soon. On Monday, first thing that happens is our HVAC condensers get set. The whole rest of the week is dedicated to electric trim out. Now we're gonna see all of our beautiful fixtures installed. Then we need to pass an electrical final and get power on. And then we're off to our final inspection. So y'all stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Love y'all. Take it easy.